Well, first of all, it's a good Wisconsin team, really good, and we knew it. And I was proud of those kids. First half, basically went toe to toe, and you know, we're in the game. And then what happened in the third quarter? You know, short field, touchdown, 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 and you know, honestly, I think some of the youth set in, and we started playing like we were young in some spots, talented but young. You know, you gotta be able to respond better at that point in the game, and that's the bottom line. It's a good team, very good team, but I was proud of those kids. It's a different vibe in that locker room. We're gonna make a lot of improvement between weeks 2, 3, and 4, and to be able to get into Mountain West play. But that's you know, a bad third quarter, and you can't stop it down. I mean, basically they were running down here with the short field every time, and no response by the offense, and got to stop the run. That's the bottom line. But that's a good team, so I'll go ahead and open it up.
You had 5 linemen
starting
their first game, and 12 first-year starters.
13 actually.
13. That kind of a hard game to have that happen.
It is what it is. We got to play it like it lies. I mean, whether you play one of the best teams in the, to me, I mean, it's a top 10 team in the country, and we're gonna grow up real quick. I mean, we won't face a better team than that probably all year. I'm proud of those kids. Those 5 O linemen, we're gonna be just fine on the O line. I thought that they actually held their own and did a nice job. We couldn't get open there at the end, and I think some of the protection breaks down, but I think those 5 linemen responded in a pretty positive way.
Coach, on that first touchdown drive for Wisconsin, they convert 5 third downs on that drive.
Yeah, was that like a 19-play drive or something?
Yeah, 17-play drive. How critical was that series to be able to get Wisconsin on track?
Yeah, they gave them momentum. They stole the momentum back right there when they convert, you know, those third downs, got the crowd into it, and got them back, right back in the game.
In that third quarter, do you chalk that up to momentum or adjustments, or what do you feel like
Missed tackles. I mean, we missed a couple tackles. They got the edge. You don't set the edge on defense, you're in trouble. We set the edge on the defense in the first half. We lost the edge 2 or 3 times, missed a couple tackles, and not a whole lot of adjustments for that. I mean, that was their normal offense and not setting an edge. And then on the flip side, we didn't respond on offense.
Right. So is there something you could have adjusted on the offense in the second half, or is that same thing? They made some adjustments.
Well, I mean, you got a ball right off a helmet right there at the, you know, those kind of mistakes right before half that gave them one of those scores right there. I'm not sure if that was the field goal or the touchdown. Oh, that was the touchdown, wasn't it? Right there before halftime, and then a couple drop balls, and all of a sudden you're down 21 right out of the gate in the third quarter, second half.
Coach, 10-7, you got the ball back with a minute left before half. Did you think about just running it out? You went in the air. What was kind of?
Yeah, you know, David said, I'm gonna throw it quick. I'm gonna put the ball right over the middle, and it had been there, safe, easy throw, and then we were gonna run it. Ball went through the kid's hands. I mean, I'll live with that mistake. That kid's gonna be a good player. Carson's gonna be a good player, and there's another true freshman. Yeah.
There were a couple guys that missed the game, and maybe went out with injuries as well. Levitt came back. Can you talk about the Dax Raymond not playing today and some of those guys?
No, I mean they're day-to-day. They were game time basically decisions with Dax and Justice and a few more that are going to be day-to-day, week-to-week. We'll have them back soon. They're not season-ending though.
Christiansen didn't come back in. He
left cramping.
Okay.
Yeah, cramping. I don't know how you cramp in 60-degree weather, to be honest with you. So, I guess so. We got to look at that.
What was going so right for the offense there early on? Obviously, the pace you guys had out there seemed to be working well. What was going
first
so
downs?
right?
I mean, we keep talking about making a first down, and to get the momentum and to get the pace going. We made first downs. We played catch, and we actually hit a few runs and broke a few arm tackles. It gave us good momentum early.
some guys that were positives. Who are some guys that you can kind of build on this? They might be new, but
Yeah.
they played well.
Great question. I mentioned the 5 O-linemen. I'm proud of those guys. I didn't think they flinched up front. I think we're going to be just fine on the O-line. You know, when you say new guys, Sully's going to play well. Louis Compton, I mean, you saw them all over the field. Jamarcus Ingram. I mean, we got to grow some guys up, just in terms of being youthful and experienced. But I think we got talented kids. You made mention of all the first-time starters. That's a lot. And then somebody told me, you know, before we came in here, there was 13 or 14 starters back, and I think only maybe 5 of them started out of that. So, you know, there's a lot of things that, you know, we've done over the last 9 months to try to fix this thing, and that's part of it. It starts with that, and there's going to be some, you know, unfortunately tonight there were some growing pains in terms of that, but the improvement that we're going to demand and we're going to look for over the next few weeks, hopefully will set us in the right track to be able to compete in the Mountain West.
How much does your defense change losing Jalen Davis at corner?
Well, I mean, the kid's a 4-year starter and the best corner we got. So it just makes other guys, Wes Bailey, Fortenberry, Cam Haney, those guys played a lot more than, quite frankly, we were expecting, you know. So it doesn't really change a whole lot of calls, but yeah, I mean, you just took your best outside edge defender in terms of the secondary off the field. It's tough.
Is that just a rule that needs to be looked at, or do you like that rule, I guess?
I like the rule, Isaac, just in terms of what I think it's done for the game. I do. I've seen all the stats, and I do think it's good for the game when it's called properly, and I hope that and trust that it was called properly tonight and that it was reviewed properly. So